Hey everybody, welcome to the POS Podcast. Today we're gonna talk about things and stuff. Um,
Well said.
yeah. Jax, have you been?
I've been all right working on my month of Halloween stuff. How about you?
Cool. Yeah, it's spooky time. Spooky month.
Scary skeleton. Isn't it crazy how we know the guy who made that song? Like,
Yeah.
it's like the fancy version, not the original version,
Yeah.
but the fancy version. Yeah, it's just like, that's crazy.
The one that everybody uses now.
It seems lucky because everybody, he probably sees a resurgence of that song every single freaking year.
Yeah, every October. Spooky, scary skeleton. Just on spine.
Dun, dun.
Saber, what about you? I know you went to go see
I
Hamilton.
went to go see Hamilton in Philadelphia. It was go with my girlfriend and her family. It was enjoyable. It was fun going to a musical, and Hamilton I've known about since 2016, so it was cool to see it on stage.
What did the Ferocious Beast and Maggie look like?
Is that what the name of the creature is from
No, it was that little pig that was with him, Hamilton.
Yeah.
Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah, Hero's gonna be a little bit late to the
He's
podcast.
with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. If he is, I'm happy for her. Why'd you be like, well, actually, just like,
So Hero's gonna be a little bit late. But we'll talk about some stuff that
he doesn't know about.
yeah, because he hasn't seen some certain things. So yeah, but before we start with our topics, if you want to ask questions for our Q&A portion of the podcast, you can always go on Twitter and go to our Twitter handles and ask us there. Paleo Steno, Jack Blade Fitness, and Saberspark, and also Hirasashi on Twitter. And then, or if you want to use the super chat, that would also be very much appreciated. So, let's get into it with, before we talk about Joker, let's talk about a different movie, Abominable.
Oh, how fun!
I'm going. No, whatever. All right, how was the Yeti movie? That's all I'll say. Yeti.
It was surprisingly pretty good. Yeah, it's from that studio that DreamWorks has worked with before on films like Kung Fu Panda 3, the Chinese studio called Pearl Studio, and I was surprised by the lesson that it taught about loss, because a lot of animated movies are doing certain lessons like that, but this one had a sort of a unique spin on it where it's sort of telling you don't linger on the loss, or else you're going to miss the things that are around you at the moment. Or
That's
in the
actually a
moment.
really good lesson.
Yeah.
Like, I could learn from that. That's a good lesson right there. That is actually, wow. You made me just want to go see it and actually go to the theater and just give me one for the Yeti movie. What's the Yeti movie? You know what the fucking Yeti movie is.
Abominable?
Just give me the fucking ticket right now. I swear to God.
Yeah. And for some reason, in my head, I thought that the main character was voiced by Scarlett Johansson. And for the longest time, I thought it was, because it sounds like her, and I could have sworn there was a whole controversy about her playing another Asian character. But then I was like, wait a minute, this isn't Scarlett Johansson at all. The credits, it says Chloe Bennett or whatever her name is.
Chloe Bennett?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Chloe Bennett. I know her. I haven't heard from her in a while.
Yeah, did I just dream up that sequence of Scarlett Johansson being in that movie?
Well, I mean, Scarlett Johansson does sort of have a voice. Ever since her, it's I just recognize her voice. Yeah, since her, it's just okay, that's Scarlett. But
yeah,
I'm not
Goku,
gonna
as you said, Scarlett is my favorite Asian actress.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I could have sworn there was some controversy about Abominable and that.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, I don't know. I just know she had that whole thing where she was playing I think it was a trans person or something. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, that was something like that.
Yeah,
that
she gets
happen.
into a lot of things. But she doesn't have social media, so she doesn't care. She doesn't have to put up with all the rabbles or something like
Oh,
that.
wow.
I swear to God, I was wondering about this, where if all the trendsetters are like, you know what, we don't need social media, but if they do that, they won't be seen doing that, so they can't be cool. So it's a conundrum.
Yeah, because it's like what was it? I forget who said, one of the actors. Because like there was a guy where they asked him like, why don't you have social media? And then like he was talking about how it was Denzel Washington. Yeah, Denzel Washington. He was talking about like what do you think about over promoting and doing all this stuff like that? And he's just like, I think if you have too much water, you drown, like a shit like that. It's just like, so you put all this stuff out there just constantly in people's faces. They feel like they know you and do all this stuff. And it's just like, I like the mystique and just having my own life. And then when I drop something, it's like, oh, snap. And I was like, huh, okay.
Yeah.
No, hate the game for that.
I mean, it's got a point.
Yeah. Just do your thing.
I mean,
I don't have to worry about
there
other
are certain
people.
celebrities who are like, maybe you shouldn't have a Twitter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There are certain people who are
True.
just like, why are you letting this person get to you? Because it's like, oh, they roped you in now. You took the bait. Now they're playing with you and just
Yeah, like I know that Tom Kenny, like, he posts to Twitter like once a year. It's like, have Twitter, still not posting. Yeah. So, yeah, Abominable. It was surprisingly good. I'd recommend it. It's not like the best like DreamWorks movie. It's not like Kung Fu Panda or
2.
or
Kung Fu Panda 2
or
Shrek.
How to Train Your Dragon level. Nah, I think it's better than the later Shreks. But yeah.
What about Shrek 2? Have you seen Shrek 2?
Probably not better than Shrek 2.
Way better than Shrek 3 though.
Yeah.
Shrek 3 sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck
Shrek 3 is trash, utter
Yeah,
trash.
Shrek 3 is fucking horror. I hate that movie. I remember I told my nephew when I told him to see, I was like, "Can we go?" And he's just like, "Uncle Jordan," and I was like, "God damn it!" Like, oh, that movie was terrible.
All right, so next movie, let's talk about the Joker.
So I haven't
You're
seen it.
dancing.
I'm just throwing it out there, but I'm okay with spoilers.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
When you
So
were left-
first we'll talk
Bruce
about
Wayne's parents die.
I never would have known.
I never would have known. Batman. Oh no, man. Okay, yeah, we won't talk about spoilers.
Yeah. The J word.
The J
Yeah.
word. Mm.
Yeah. So we won't talk about spoilers in the first part of this. But yeah, the Joker, it's a very different feeling compared to other DC movies that have been out there. I've seen a lot of people comparing it more to the Christopher Nolan side, but I think it's even more different than that.
Yeah.
Because it takes this tone to where it feels very realistic at times.
Super realistic.
Yeah.
Uncomfortably so.
And I think part of that has to deal with the fact that I think somebody brought it up in a review, was like, there is not a shot in this where you don't see Joaquin Phoenix. Like, it's to the point where the camera is always on him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very much like a character study movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a movie about character.
Mm-hmm.
Though,
Yeah.
I think my main complaint about the movie is that it drags a lot in the first half.
Yeah.
To
Well,
get into it.
Okay, yeah, for me, I went into this movie with absolutely no expectations. I was just like, okay, I guess I should see this because, I can't not like watch it. And so like I just went in and I liked what they were doing with like how they established him and what they were going with. Oh, this is his mother, this is his job, this is his thing. And it was like, at first I was just like, okay, I'm just like going along with it. And some parts did feel that way, but like I'll talk more about this when we get to the spoiler talk. But like there's a lot of stuff that I felt like dragged like really bad, but like when things are revealed later on, I was like, oh shit,
Yeah,
okay.
It was like it's sort of a build up to the madness.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like that made me just go, okay, like for me personally, that was like, huh, okay, because I like honestly like Joaquin Phoenix's well, like Arthur Fleck, that's what they're calling him in the movie as like his thing. And I liked what he brought to the role as the character. Like he like brought like this whole thing, and I love the fact that they actually brought in that disease that people get, the pathological laughing thing.
Yeah.
Like you can look up people online like having this thing where they just their brain makes them
it's almost sort of like a Tourette's kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And like it's so bad, like because there's parts where like he watched those type of videos, and I actually went and looked some up after the movie, and like it's sad because it's you want to laugh along with them because it's like, oh, this person has a contagious laugh, but it's just like, oh, they are actually choking, they can't breathe properly, like they are, like it's just like, oh, that's horrifying. And like I thought I like that little aspect they brought to the character, that he had that little disease, like that neurological thing that happened to him. And like personality wise, like he did seem like, well, he when you find out why, like it's understandable, but it's just like there are a lot of things with his body. Like one thing I will bring up, that this is not a spoiler, you see it in the trailer, like there was something up with his shoulder that I do not know, like did he do that himself, or
did Joaquin Phoenix like try to make his like dislocate his shoulder or something?
Yeah, because like that was really bothering me the entire time. Like his shoulder looks like it has a massive impingement in it, and then like it's like out of socket, and I was just like, oh my god, like it was really, really disturbing. That, and then like just the way he moved and talked, like there's a lot that's the word that's being thrown around with this movie, is disturbing, because there's a lot of things in this movie that are like you honestly don't know whether to laugh or cry or just like get the fuck out of the room, because like there are quite a few scenes in here where like, and I don't use this term lightly, you cringe the fuck out yourself. Like
it was like, ugh.
You will cringe, like, and like not in that cringe like, oh, that is so bad, but in the way of like, I am legitimately uncomfortable, and this is my only way of like doing this. It's just like it's just
Yeah, I saw Ryan say in the chat, baby's first taxi driver. So because it very much feels like a Martin Scorsese movie.
It does.
Yeah, which we'll get to him later in the show. Because when I first like saw the beginning of the movie where it has like the old Warner Brothers logo and the way Gotham looks, is like, this looks like Taxi Driver.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because like the guy who made the movie, he's like, oh, I'm just gonna make a movie, but I don't want to make it like a comic book movie. I just want to make a movie, and it's just like, well, I mean,
it does feel like that for the majority of the movie.
Yeah, but what's funny about it is like, this is very much like, if you read the comments, then you know, like I believe like someone, I've seen this happen. Several people actually mentioned this in other videos, how it's like very similar to the Killing Joke in certain aspects.
Yeah.
Of like what the Joker's like past is, because like there are certain things where like, because like one of the things I like about the Joker, and this isn't a spoiler or anything for that, people, like he says himself in the comics and in cartoons and stuff like that, that if he's gonna have an origin story, he wants it to be multiple choice. Yeah, so it's just like, I can switch, I can tell you any story.
There's like no one origin to the Joker.
Exactly. It's just like, oh, I got pushed into acid by this, oh, I fell here, oh, I did this here, and it's just like, there's no one origin to it. Like, he can be whatever. So like that whole little notion, like this whole movie, if you take that in mind, because like I know, for example, some people were getting upset like at the fact that it's like, oh, this movie isn't following in the comic books, and like, okay, so the whole thing with DC now is like, and their freaking their universe just does this whole multiverse thing is just so common for them. Like they do this whole thing with their multiverse where it's like, okay, we establish this universe, we can go over to this universe, and like it's completely different universe, different rules, all that stuff. And they do this, they've done this so many times. They did it in the Justice League cartoon, they're doing it in the CW shows right now. They're actually getting people back from like Smallville and shows that were finished years ago. Yeah, they're getting people back. They got Tom Welling back to come back as Superman. They got Brandon Ruth to be freaking Superman in their show again, even though he was already the Atom. So it's just like they're establishing all these multiverses. So now that like when you watch it, it's just sort of like, huh, all right, this is just another multiverse. I'm just taking that.
Yeah, because like honestly, I could see this as like the start of like a new like start for DC, starting with Joker and doing like a different kind of Batman after that.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. No, it's true because it's
Yeah.
very true. Like, there's so much stuff because me and you, Pele, we've talked about this in depth before. Where it's just like, I honestly feel like you should just like make a new Batman, make a new Superman, and just start over. Like, honestly, like this would have been the best time. Like after like Marvel had finished with Endgame, if DC was like, okay, let's reboot everything slowly now, and it's just like, okay, that would have been your time to shine. All right, because Marvel just concluded. And you could have just like start throwing stuff out there, like, oh, Superman, oh, Batman, whatever, and just do that. Because again, I don't understand why they don't feel like they can use the anime series. Because the perfect Batman movie is in Batman the Animated Series. The perfect Superman movie, Superman the Animated Series. So it's just like all of that is right there for your taking. But no, it's just crazy.
Yeah. So let's go into a bit of spoilers in the movie.
Okay.
So if you want to avoid spoilers, like major spoilers, mute the stream now, and then I'll take off the tag, and then it'll be safe.
Actually, no, y'all hitting spoilers?
Yeah, like major spoilers.
Tag me after you're done.
Okay.
Oh wait, so you don't want to listen now?
Yeah, he just deafened. Yeah.
Okay. No, Bailey.
All right, he's interested in seeing it now.
Oh yeah, see, we got his ass.
Yeah. Because like the thing is, like I like this movie, but I don't like like it that much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, like did you get to hear the double toasted spoiler review?
I did. I watched that earlier.
I love the fact that Martin did not realize.
Yeah, he did. Like
that's like what the fuck.
Yeah. So yeah, one big spoiler is that the girl that you see in the trailer where he's like he's sort of like in a relationship with her. Yeah, that's all in his mind.
Yeah, it's all in his mind
because like, there's only a few scenes with her in it, and it's scenes that they can easily remove her out.
Exactly.
Yeah, because she doesn't talk to anybody else.
Mm-hmm. No, like the whole thing it's so well done because it's just like, okay, he stalked you. You're gonna come to him and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" Because I remember when I first saw it, I was like, "What the? Are you crazy, bitch? Like, what the? What's with you?" And then like he goes and makes out with her randomly. And he's like, "Okay," but then like when he does the whole thing, I'm just, that actually blew my mind. That was the first time.
Like the whole thing of like him making out with her is like after like he kills those 3 guys on the subway.
Exactly.
And like it's like in his mind it's like, oh man, that was so cool. I feel like making out. I wish I could.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down. You know what? It's just
honestly, it was like him at this high after he killed these guys.
At the highest person. It's just like, so did he like just fuck a mattress or something?
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
But yeah, it was like super clear that that he imagined those things. Like they even like went to it. I just watched the Red Letter Media review, and they were saying like, oh yeah, it was super obvious. They should have just not shown like the flashbacks removing her because like it was kind of obvious once he was in the apartment that like, and she was like, "What are you doing in this apartment? This isn't your apartment. Your name's Arthur, right?" It's like at that point I realized, oh shit.
That was the oh shit me and Z, because my friend Z with me, and we were like in the theater and we were just like, oh no, like that was the whole thing. Because I remember the comedy show bit where he gets up on stage, I had to leave the theater. Like it was
that was cringy.
It was so cringy to the point where I felt legitimately uncomfortable, and I was like, Z, just tell me what happens.
I was hoping it wouldn't go on for that long, and I was like, okay, good, they're doing like a little musical thing, and he's like doing a thing, so I didn't see the rest of it. But then they showed it They showed it later on the talk show. And I also cringed at. I was like, oh no.
No, it's one of those things where if you see something, like for instance, like I feel I have like such secondhand cringe for some situations. Like for instance, those people who are walking at graduation and trip, and then they bust their ass in their ground. I'm just like, get up, just get just stand up, please. It's just like that level of cringe to me.
But the whole build up to the Hero's here now.
Hero.
I have to be on my phone for like the next 20 minutes.
Okay, if you have any interest in Joker, we're talking about spoilers right now.
Nope. That's all you.
Okay. So the build up to when he gets onto the talk show, because like he's fantasizes about being on the talk show early in the movie, and then when he finally gets on it, that scene is so uncomfortable because you're like, what is he gonna do? Because beforehand he was like he was like practicing being on the talk show and like what he was going to do.
He's gonna, like shoot himself.
Yeah, yeah. At first he was like gonna try to shoot himself on air.
Yeah.
But then like the way that Robert De Niro's character just continually made fun of him is like, oh no, I'm gonna kill you now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or like, remember that one scene is like, it's so small and so brief, but it was like where he's like, I got a joke to tell, and he's just like, what, you got a problem like trying to fight it? You got to look it up to me. It's just like, I don't want to mess it up. And then he just like that whole little thing of just like him getting like flustered is like, oh, this is so uncomfortable.
Yeah, and even like Robert De Niro like talking over him while he's like yelling. It was like that felt like so realistic, and then he's like, bam.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, oh God, no. It's
yeah,
just, it's terrible. Or like early on when he finds out like his mother also had the mental illness.
Yeah,
and so like she was like, oh, you're the son of Thomas Wayne. And then it's just like, oh, wait, I am? And then he goes and finds out, and it's just like, because Corey actually brought up a very valid point in his spoiler talk, where it's just like, do you think Thomas Wayne, like, used his, like, money to make him go, oh, they're crazy? Like, he's not actually
it's very possible that he could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly, because it's just like, because, I mean, in the beginning of the movie, we see him bashing his head against the glass. And it's just like, so were you in jail the entire time? Like, was all of this like a hallucination? It's just I don't know. Oh man.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That whole thing at the beginning was crazy. Like, do you think the ending actually happened when he was like did the blood thing, or do you think like
maybe, but I don't know. I think Ryan said in the chat, or somebody else said in the chat, is unreliable narrator.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
That's the thing. The Joker's unreliable narrator, so it's just like you could literally choose your own story. And like say like, oh yeah, he actually did do that, or no, because it's just like, oh, he's in jail. Like I feel like if the gang got him, they would have put him in like a place somewhere, because he was just standing there like, oh yeah, Joker.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll move away from spoilers now. So tag Saber in the chat,
okay,
so we can get back in, because I do there's
was the movie good?
Yeah, the movie was good in my opinion. Yeah, I liked it. To me,
yeah, I liked it. I liked it. I didn't love it though.
See, to me, I think it was honestly, there's a lot of stuff that made me go, I appreciate like movie, because there's a lot of stuff where it dragged like hell to me later, but later in the movie, there are like certain things that go back to him. It's like, oh, so like by making me get that reaction, I can appreciate that, like for me. So I honestly, I thought it was like a great movie in my opinion. I highly do recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, are we done then?
We're done with spoilers. I do want to mention something else about the media.
Okay. Oh
so, yeah.
We're done.
So yeah. About the media, the media's reaction to this movie, because it's super ridiculous. Because they're saying like, oh, it's going to incite violence. Or it's like, oh, it's too violent, or what. It was like, this is not even the most violent movie this year.
No, honestly, there's not. It's not that violent. Like literally, honestly, I can think of like so many other movies. I'm desensitized because of horror shit, but it's just like I can think of like
it's not even the most like violent like comic book movie thing this year.
Yeah,
like,
Deadpool's done way worse shit.
Yeah, and like the boys. Like somebody mentioned that you look like A-Train with those glasses.
That's actually why I took them off, because I hate that piece of shit. So no, it's because I'm wearing this stupid. I like thing, but it's just like that. If I put them on without them, I'll be good. But it's just like like the boys. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the boys. You watch it, like it's just like that was. There was one thing where I'm just like, oh yeah, honestly. Would that be a bad way to go? No, I don't think so. It's just like, yeah, well, that is.
Yeah.
That is
so,
crazy.
So I have a theory as to why the media is so against this movie. Because, before, like, it was getting high praise with all this, all the stuff at the film festivals and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But now people are like, oh no, it's bad. It's going to incite violence or whatever. It's because it's anti-rich. And that's why the media hates it.
It is anti-rich. There's just
like the movie is like very anti-rich.
We are clowns. We're all
clowns. Or very like eat the rich type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. True. Yeah, because the movie, honestly, like looking at all the complaints that people are bringing up, it's just like y'all just need to calm the fuck down right now. Because like at first I thought it was because of that incident that happened in 2000.
Yeah, in 2012 at the Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight
premiere.
Rises thing
Yeah.
where that guy went in and like did all his shit, and I was just like,
Yeah.
okay, was
And
that
that's
it?
why we don't have midnight premieres anymore.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's why
Yeah.
we don't have midnight premiere. Yeah. So there you go.
And now we see previews like at 7 o'clock the day before the movie actually comes out.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Because like we don't want to have it that late at night. Because yeah.
Yeah, you can't guard people. Like some people are talking about like getting patted down before going into the theater now.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay. I mean, like for me, I have a very clear view of like the exit and like how many people to jump over.
It's just like, why this movie? Like when all the other like, because like we just had a movie this year about the Charles Manson murders with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then fucking Corey again, like to bring it up from Double Play, he like a valid point, like everyone laughing and cheering at the end of that movie.
Yeah.
That shit
like a
happens.
Quentin Tarantino movie, like the violence is funny.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, or like when the guy got his head shot off in Pulp Fiction. It's just like,
Oh shit! I killed.
Oh shit! I killed him. His brains are everywhere. Oh yeah! Wow.
Poor Phil Lamar.
Poor Phil Lamar. Poor Samurai Jack. Or whatever name you want to use in there. Yeah, but that's crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, the media's reaction to this movie is like stupid.
Yeah, it's pathetic. It's ridiculous. Just go watch it for yourself. And always, you can wear a flak jacket. There you go.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, but you can. That's an option.
All right. Next thing, let's talk about some trailers and junk and news. First thing, let's talk about the Klaus trailer that came out from Netflix.
The horror movie or the Santa movie?
The Santa movie.
Okay. Klaus.
Yeah,
It
Klaus.
looks really good. It's nice to have a 2D animated thing coming out.
Yeah, there was an animation test for it like years ago, and I remember like seeing it. I was like, "Wow, can they do an entire movie like this?" Because that was like just like an animation test, because it looked really hard to do, because it was like all 2D and with this very fancy lighting. And
yeah, it makes it look 3D.
Yeah, so I guess they got the funds from Netflix to do it. Because it looks really good. It has this very fancy like lighting system that they're using.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it looks more 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that was the first thing I picked up on. Like I thought it was like a CGI movie at first, but then I was like, no, it's 2D.
Yeah.
Wow, this is really well done.
They've done work on a couple of things. I'm looking at the portfolio here on their website. They did Despicable Me, Smallfoot, Rio, Tarzan. I think
But the director or the studio? Because the studio is Spa Studios.
the director.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's a bunch of different studios right there.
Yeah.
As in the director's involved with that. It's Spa Studios. It stands for Sergio Pablos. What's that sound?
It's a Hero's cell phone. Like sometimes when we talk, it comes back.
I heard that.
Oh, okay. I'll turn it down a bit then.
Yeah.
No, it looks very unique. It's
Yeah.
cool to see someone take.
Yeah, and Tunjay, it's hand drawn. It's not puppet rigs of different characters. So it's hand drawn, the animation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really good hand drawn stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus, it
And-
reminds me of Santa from Rise of the Guardians.
It does. It really
Yeah,
does. Yeah. And Santa's voiced by J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, I knew that sounded familiar.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons. Oh, he's such a treasure.
The jokes weren't really doing much for me until the end of the trailer. The end of the trailer joke is like, why aren't they attached? I would
Why
never
aren't
have done that if
No,
they
that's
would. That one got me a little bit.
That's good.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, all right, it might be pretty good.
So
I'm excited for the animation primarily, though.
Yeah, it comes out November 15th on Netflix, but it is going to have a limited release. I know in in the UK it's going to be in theaters on November 8th, I think. I'm not sure if it's going to have a limited release in theaters here, but if it does, I will try to go see it.
Mm-hmm.
Support that 2D animation.
Yeah. If it's like close to me, if it's just like New York and LA, then unfortunately I can't.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Wow, can't even support animation to fly out to New York and.
But yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, looks good.
All right. Next thing, let's talk about how Sony and Marvel reached an agreement for the third Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Apparently, like Tom Holland convinced them. That's what I heard.
But this little like 18-year-old.
Well, yeah. What the fuck? Is some little wide-eyed teenage boy?
He's not even a teenager. He's 20s.
He's like 1 year past teenager.
No, he's like 23 or 25.
He said he's 20.
No, I said he's like in his 20s. I said he's in his 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
What? No, hear me out. Why the fuck would these corporations care? Don't tell me that Tom Holland convinced him. He did not do a shit thing to that. Some deal was struck between the executives, and that's that. They were like, how can make money? Okay, done. Don't tell me Tom Holland's like, the real reason for Christmas is to work together.
Well,
young guy convinced a bunch of suits. Well, that's a good story though.
I think that's just how they want to spin it. Which I mean, I'm gonna be real with you guys.
It's their marketing ploy to make more people go see the third Spider-Man movie of the MCU, because like, you know, now that Endgame's happening, it's like oh yeah, the Marvel stuff's done, but they're like, no, it's not. Like,
yeah, I mean, no, I'll be real with you. I ever since Endgame, I'm kind of just numb to it all. Where I'm like, yeah,
exactly. It's just like you had like all of that. The Endgame again, perfect.
Yeah,
ending.
like everything now is just supplementary. It's like, I'm already full though.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, I'm good now. You can give me dessert. I'm fine though. But like the whole ending, like honestly, like
it's like having a full it's
a
like
full course meal.
Yeah,
and
then like they bring up like a huge long table of desserts. And it's like, well, I only want one.
Well, you're gonna eat all of it, and you're gonna like it. It's just like, god damn. All right, fine. I'm hungry. It's just like, no, but like the only way that you could generally get me interested, because like this is just my honest opinion, for all the MCU movies like post Endgame, I'm just sort of like, I'll go watch it. I mean, I'll still love the series, but it's just like, you really did your job. Like, you don't, like, if you were like done with the MCU, I'd be fine. But it's just like this. The only way to ever get me hype is if they actually did like a live action Spider-Verse movie, and they got Tobey Maguire and fucking Andrew Garfield, and all of them were back. Like, what's going on here? Like, we're just like in a Spider.
Yeah,
like,
then have Miles in there, like actually animated.
Oh, like some freaking Roger Rabbit.
Yeah,
or something.
that would be amazing.
That would be so cool. Like, I honestly would love that. Like, that would be the only way Sony could get me like super hyped for Spider-Man movie, because like everything now is just like, oh, okay, whatever. I guess. I'm sure. Yeah, but that's it. All I really care for is just Spider-Verse 2, where Gwen and Miles get their chocolate and vanilla swirl on, and then like freaking again, Toby, Andrew, please come back. If you ever find this and listen to this, please come back. That would be an amazing movie. Like, if they just all came together, that would be so amazing. Spectacular. The ultimate Spider-Man
superior
movie. Oh my
Spider-Man
God.
movie.
Doc Ock's not in this.
All right.
And the actor from the live action 70s, that'd be great too.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. The Japanese one just
Yeah.
Oh, they could get the Electric Company one too, who just spoke in like the fucking words. He didn't say anything at all. He just talked in like those little speech bubbles that popped up, and Morgan Freeman would talk to it. That'd be amazing. Spectacular.
All right. So speaking of Marvel, Martin Scorsese had some thoughts about Marvel.
I have. This is me new hearing this. What did he say?
He said that Marvel movies are not cinema, and that they're theme park rides. And
not wrong.
that,
I mean, Red Letter Media said that too.
Yeah, which I mean, theme parks are fun. So
D-Box is fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, if you watch a Marvel movie, pretty much a 4D ride. So there
yeah,
you go.
but he said that they're not like conveying emotion to another human being or whatever. It's like, which I don't really agree with that. I mean, there's certain yeah.
To a degree, I think more of like it's amazing how this stuff has become massive brands and corporations and think tanks where it's like coordinated merchandise and just these huge, massive just properties versus like what we saw more in like the 70s and 80s and even to a degree,
though
80s.
The thing is, people like Martin Scorsese and Steven Spielberg and the directors of that time,
James Cameron,
they had movies that the older filmmakers said weren't real cinema because they were like, oh no, these are just violent blockbusters.
Old people sitting on their porch shaking their canes around. I get
like
that.
back in my day.
I enjoy Marvel films. I think they can evoke, emotions and be art. But I do see where he's coming from, where like the theme park stuff, because you can't have like 30 Marvel films and not go, okay, this is getting a little bit,
No, it gets like it loses its uniqueness. Like think back to like 2002. It was just like, oh, Spider-Man came out. That was a big hit. And then like what was the year after that? It was like X2, which was great. The Hulk, which is Daredevil, which is and it's just like it's just like there you go. It's just there are certain movies where like now it's become so mainstream that it's sort of lost like that spark. So like it's always cool to see people take that storyline and flip it on its head, like with freaking like The Boys they did. Like The Boys is such a great like a reverb a twist on it, like a great twist on
there's
like
a juxtaposition to it all.
Yeah,
because like
exactly.
when you have something go mainstream for so long, like I mean, there are some things that are mainstream that will forever be relevant because they're just that powerful. Pokemon, Star Wars,
Bugs Bunny.
Well, Bugs Bunny is kind of like he'll pop back, but like
he's in front of every WB thing. Like
that reminds me.
So
Somebody interviewed Samuel Jackson, asking him what he thought about what Martin Scorsese said. And he said, well, not everybody likes his movies either. So, and he said, like, he was like, what are you going to tell me that Bugs Bunny ain't funny?
See? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Bugs Bunny's hilarious.
So yeah, like, there's tons of different types of films. Like, to say one is above the other is like, I mean,
it's all subjective.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
and again with Martin Scorsese and Steven Spielberg, I just find it funny that they're complaining about what the movies now when the people that were older than them back in the 70s and 80s were complaining about their movies. So
well, like what was the last super popular Spielberg film?
Lincoln, maybe?
Lincoln?
Or no, Bridge of Spies. That was the recent one I watched.
Was it like mainstream popular where it was like not only critics liked it but the audience liked it too?
I don't. Oh wait, Ready Player One. I forgot.
No. Ready Player One. That's a roller coaster. Now that is a roller coaster movie right there.
But that's a Steven Spielberg movie, not a Martin Scorsese.
Hold on, Spielberg doesn't really like. There are certain films where like he only shows up to direct for like 5 minutes and then he goes home. Like, come on.
Yeah, though. Ready Player One was definitely one of his like theme park ride movies.
That was a fun. That was like to me. I know like Pan hated that movie.
So did I.
That movie like in D-Box. I guess I was watching was like that was what we kept like fucking with each other the entire like it
was fun to me. But
that was a fun movie.
Martin Scorsese like the latest like I could think like big hit for him was like Wolf of Wall Street.
Which that wasn't an amazing movie. It was kind of like sensory overload.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it would kind of like feel like a theme park ride to like somebody back in the 70s.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That movie is like nonstop, like crazy debauchery off the rails. Like, it doesn't really have that much great of pacing. It only stops for a few moments to breathe, and even then, like,
I didn't want to see Jonah Hill's hard dick.
Oh God! Yeah.
Was that actually his dick in the movie?
That was his dick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, today I learned.
Wow, I was about to make a bad comment. I'll say it later.
I thought it was. I thought it was a shitty prop. So how about that?
Yeah, no, it's one of those. There was this whole, because I remember I used to watch movie fights back in the day from Screen Junkies, and like they had to talk about like, this is just a small thing, but they were talking about like a best on screen. Yeah, pretty much. They were talking about like best on screen full frontal thing, and then they were talking about various ones, and then I think Seth Rogen talked about like, oh, there's this one right here. It's sad and it's not, and it's just like, no, this one looks better. It's like, no, that is clearly a fluff dick. That guy went in the bathroom, did some fun. It's like, no, that like this guy was out there sad, did no warm up, so that gets my respect. It's just like, okay,
Wow.
there you go.
Fluff dick.
Yeah, that is a fluff dick. You like go in the bathroom, take a picture of it.
Yeah, but when I hear these directors like Martin Scorsese or Steven Spielberg or Quentin Tarantino or somebody like that talk about it, I was like, I mean, guys, your movies, like, from the directors of old, they were called your movies, like Theme Park Rise. So.
Well, didn't James Cameron complain about like Marvel? Be like, this is getting a little bit old. It's like, shut up.
Yeah,
they just passed his movie
as he plans for 5 Avatar sequels.
Yeah, it's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is amazing to me that they're doing so many. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I like to think that they're taking all their research and they're studying Chinese audiences, going, what can we make to appeal to Chinese audiences to the highest degree?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's gonna be it.
Oh yeah, William Davis says, I'm gonna say it, Endgame was not a good movie, and I even could have done it better. It felt empty and forced the whole way through. So
No,
I
I
saw
could've
something
done-
earlier on Twitter this week about like saying like, oh, Joker greater than Endgame. And like, I mean, that's your opinion, I guess. But
Yeah,
like,
because that's the thing though. Like, it's always like, oh well, Endgame's a good movie, still not better than Dark Knight, and then it's just like,
it's always the DC fanboys. But yeah, like there's somebody that said like, oh yeah, there's too much talking in Endgame. It was like, well, there's too much of nothing happening in Joker.
so it's just like, but then like you both are just start tearing down like pretty good movies over just why?
Yeah,
It's all
like they're both good movies.
Yes, like that's one of the things I always like. I notice with people, like I just sort of go, okay, I'm gonna walk away, leave this, because it's just like I notice people like go, oh, that was a good movie. Wasn't as good as this. What do you mean?
Yeah.
That movie is good, but blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 and it's just like,
Though I do agree that Infinity War is better. I do.
oh
like
yeah, Infinity War is better
Yeah.
than Endgame. Like that's much, yeah, that's just objective fact right there, and I'll say that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Speaking about Marvel and stuff. Kevin Feige is going to be in charge of the next Star Wars movie.
What, the one that's coming out now?
No, not the ones coming out
Oh.
now. The other ones,
trilogy.
the next trilogy or whatever.
But, what next? I don't give a fuck. Why?
Right?
Why?
We're already doing this already.
There's
Why
gonna be a Star Wars every year until we die.
No, fuck, no.
Yeah,
God,
and
like,
then
it's,
plenty afterwards.
honestly, this is gonna sound like, anti-sacrilege, whatever, shit, I don't care. It's gonna sound horrible. I love the prequels. I love the prequels more than I like the new shit more than this. I will watch them over that shit. Because, like, I don't know, like, watching, like, honestly, after, like, I was thinking about it, because me and my friend were talking about this, and we were, like, talking about, like, how, okay, Force Awakens, fun movie. I honestly liked it a lot. I had a lot of fun with that movie. I was excited for the next one. And then, like, what was it? Rogue One came out. Me, I like the Darth Vader scene. Like, that's what I'll say for that. I like the Darth Vader scene. Then every other one after that has just sort of been like a slow. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It's just like not doing it for me, to be honest.
Well, I think for me, what gets to me is like, again, this has all become such a big corporate push, and I mean, Star Wars has always been very corporate because it blew up.
I remember, like, Saber, you were talking to me about how, like, oh yeah, with this Force Awakens, it was like this think tank. They brought in like writers from Pixar to like, okay, what can we do to make this appealing and make it like not like the prequels and make it like something that the fans will like. And then with The Last Jedi, it was like, let's just give it to some guy.
Yeah, that's what other media said. They're like, some guy got it. And the thing is, like, I also don't like it that if folks are like, oh, you don't like this movie? Well, like, you're just intolerant. And it's like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, can I please just dislike a movie without having some kind of political stance against it? Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, because after I saw it, The Last Jedi, I was like, that was interesting.
It was boring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, it's like honestly on the rewatch, it is like a very boring film. Like honestly.
I did see somebody on Twitter, Lonely Gooba, brought up the fact that Last Jedi, like, its worst offense is that it ruined Finn's character.
It was fun. I liked Force Awakens, and the thing is, it's kind of hammed up, kind of corny, falls back on
Yeah,
me.
because like Finn was like a good new character that they needed.
I like his charisma.
Yeah.
His charisma's fun.
But then in The Last Jedi, they... What the fuck? Like, they went to a casino planet that did nothing.
Nothing will make me more upset than the speeder scene where, again, the logic here, it just blows my mind, where this giant death ray is about to destroy the rebellion, whatever it's called, rebellion, generic off-brand rebellion. And then Rose crashes her stupid ship, and she's like, "Oh, love will save us." It's like, fucking shut up. We're in a war. Like, that's like me. It's like Independence Day, which is not a good example, but like them crashing a ship into the mothership, and then some other ship hitting that ship to move it out of the way. It's like, let them have their sacrifice. Let them have their sacrifice, because for all we would have, for all we knew, or all they knew at that point, that was the end. And Finn could have bought them some time to get away. So that was stupid. Rose's character, I feel bad for the actress because it's so she works hard with what she's got, but the character sucks. It sucks.
It did. Terrible.
Yeah.
Awful bloody movie, mate.
And the thing is, there's no stakes. I don't know what's like. Oh, Rey's parents and Kylo Ren's angry. I like Kylo Ren, though I think he's a little bit too emotional.
Mm-hmm.
But and I like Rey, though I think she's a little bit just. I won't use the word. No, that's not it. She's just a little boring. A little bit boring. Where it's like, I mean, like borderline Mary Sue. I'll say that, but not. That doesn't mean I don't enjoy her in some.
Don't you know that is a sexist term? You shouldn't use that, Saber.
I thought there was a feminist magazine called Mary Sue.
No, that's Gary Stu.
I'm confused, man. I don't even know anymore. All I know is that I will go see the next movie, but I'm not like clicking my heels to the theater going, oh boy, I can't wait to see what happens to Star Wars. It's more like, let's see how they finish this mess.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. Like, it's just like, this is going to be a damn shame too. Like they're bringing Pal back or something. I don't know. It's just like, okay.
That was straight up just trying to capitalize on nostalgia. Come on.
Well, because like none of the movies, like when you watch the movies now, it's pretty much just going like, okay, you remade A New Hope. You remade some of Empire in fucking Last Jedi, and now it's just like you're remaking the original. It's just like, oh, are you trying to pull that whole George Lucas? It's like poetry, it rhymes. No, that's not how it works. It's fucking it's just stupid.
Because again, like I have no agenda with like, oh, I need to check these boxes for like representation. Like, just give me good characters, all right? Finn's black, awesome. He kicks ass. All right, Rey's a girl, sweet. She's a good character in some ways. I'm okay with this. Yeah, you know, like because I've noticed that where like there's a lot more like of a political agenda with characters and representation, and like I'm totally cool with that shit. Just make them good characters, please. God Almighty, just make them good characters. That's all I'm asking for.
Right.
All right.
What y'all think about Relative Media's like theory video where they think that like time travel might be a thing?
Oh, for fuck's
Oh no.
Another Endgame thing.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, there you go. Another Endgame there.
All right.
Well, we'll see.
Moving on. Let's talk about some news about things. Season 6 of BoJack Horseman is going to be the last season.
And in 2 parts. So good.
In 2 parts?
It needs to.
Well,
Parts.
one's coming in October and one's coming in January.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was going to be split up into 2 parts.
Yeah, I'm glad season 6 is the last season. There's only so many times you can do like, I'm a bad person.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to become a better person.
Yeah.
I'm almost there. Nope, I'm a bad person. Like you can't keep doing that.
Time to wrap it up.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'll fall into this, cycle. And we don't want to see like BoJack constantly be suppressed.
Right.
Do y'all think he might kill himself at the end?
God, that would be.
Damn, like I wouldn't even think of that shit. Like,
I mean, that's one way to make a mark or something.
Yeah.
All I want, like literally, I don't care about any character except for Princess Carolyn. I just want her to be happy, man. That's all I want.
Right.
She's self-destructive, and it like hurts to watch.
Speaking of last seasons, Steven Universe, the 6th season, which is now going to be called Steven Universe Future, is going to be...
What is like an anime
Exactly!
Still agree with Cosmo. Should have been called Steven Tooniverse.
Steven
Tooniverse.
Tooniverse.
It's right there. It's right there. I agree with you, Cosmodor. Yeah, it's great.
But yeah, it's going to be the last season.
Isn't it a mini season too? It's only like a few episodes. Isn't it only like a few episodes?
I have no idea how many episodes it's going to be.
Steven Universe Shippuden.
Yeah, Steven Universe Z.
We don't talk about Steven Universe Kai.
No, we don't talk about Steven
Yeah,
Universe GT.
Soundboard said it is technically a limited run series.
So that means it's like gonna be short, like
I
over
guess
the guard
so.
wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, all those Steven Universe YouTubers better find something else.
Poor guys.
As you got the pony YouTubers are like, change.
We'll go on to G5. So
yeah, we have a franchise.
There are dozens of us.
We'll live on. And then like the little like brothers of like YouTubers we know or something like that, little siblings, they start doing YouTube videos on it.
Wow.
Their children.
Another thing, DreamWorks actually announced they're doing 2 new original movies in 2021. Well, one sort of an original movie. One is called The Bad Guys, based on a series of children's books. I'm not sure what that's going to be about, other than, I guess, bad guys. Yeah. And then one, which I had no idea that they would even do something like this. Apparently it's supposed to be theatrical. They're doing a movie based on the Spirit series on Netflix.
A Spirit?
Yeah,
Spirit
Spirit writing free. You know, the original Spirit?
That came out in like 2004?
Yeah.
Wait, they're making a movie about it?
Yeah, they're making a movie based on the Netflix show.
That movie pissed me off as a kid because he didn't talk.
Yeah.
I was like, I left the theater. I was just like, this is stupid.
Yeah, there's like the disembodied monologue. That's about it. So they're making a movie about the Netflix show that's
based on the original movie. Yeah.
There must be something I'm missing here. It must be a more popular property than I thought.
Yeah, I guess so. Apparently, I guess it's like really popular with little girls because horses. It seems like it's marketed.
How?
It seems like it's marketed towards girls. Because like when I see like the DVD cases of it, it's like kind of like pink and stuff. Because I saw the a DVD for it where it said like seasons 5 through 8, like on a DVD, but it was like 26 episodes. But Netflix does this weird things with DreamWorks shows where like all the seasons are very weird numbers. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I'm not completely sure if it's going to be theatrical or not, but yeah.
Okay. Huh. Well, there you go.
All right. So next thing, before we go on to Q&A, something I'm excited about. Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill, and Laura Dern are going to be in Jurassic World 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Now
Like,
they can
it's the first movie they've been in together since the original Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
So-
and then they could talk about like, well, my daughter was able to kick a raptor. You wouldn't believe the shit. There was a talking thing.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. Jeff Goldblum is delightful. I'll typically watch
Yeah.
it.
I just hope they have a major role in the movies.
Yeah, I hope they're like the
Yeah.
main characters. I hope they like get rid of like. Well, I mean, like I guess Chris Pratt and them have to be like their main faces. It's like I would really hope that they are all the main people that you focus on. Like,
There's gonna be this wonderful scene where like Sam Neill's gonna look at Owen Thunderguns and be like, "This young buck Oh Lord.
See, I always liked the headcanon that Owen was that kid he went up to with the raptor. It's like,
Yeah.
he slits your guts, and he does that. And he
I would
grew up-
love
my
it if
God,
they
if
confirmed.
they-
I would
no,
love it
no,
if they confirmed
no.
that being a thing.
No.
That would be, dude. I honestly like that
No.
headcanon because it's just, oh shit.
That's stupid.
Oh, I like.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm excited about it. Hopefully it's going to be a lot more like that.
When's it come out?
2021.
2021.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be like that short. Like with dinosaurs just running amok throughout the continental United States. It'd be great.
I'm excited, though I don't know how they're gonna make it work. I still will watch it though.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Then you'll watch it and be like, oh, that didn't work.
Is a mosasaurus a boy or a girl? But yeah, it doesn't matter. They can all lay eggs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot. They all go Godzilla 1998 on it.
All right. So we'll move on to Q&A now. So if you want to ask questions, you can send a super chat, or you can ask us on Twitter, which we do have some super chat, and we also have some questions on Twitter. So let me look here.
You say we have some super chat.
Some super chat.
Your
Yeah.
grammar. Some super chat.
I was gonna say super chats, but I saw and I only have one right now.
Okay.
So from Daily18, what's your unpopular opinion with YouTubers doing sponsored videos like Verve, NordVPN, Dashlane, or Skillshare?
Look at.
I support it 100%. No, I think that these are ways for YouTubers to make extra money, which I mean,
Yeah.
with a system that's so relentless and unforgiving, I think
Like,
it's,
for sponsors like those, I don't mind them at all. The one I see so often and I'm tired of seeing is the fucking Raid Shadow Legends thing. I'm like,
oh yeah,
yeah,
Raid Shadow Legends.
I'm so tired of seeing that. Like with at least
Raid
with the
Shadow.
others, they're like services.
Skill.
People need to make money. I have no problem with that. People need to make money.
Yeah, people want to do their whatever.
Yeah, and also growing up in the 90s, I mean, we fucking watched commercials like in 30 minutes, 10 minutes of that shit is like commercials, all right?
You know, not everyone in this chat probably grew up in the 90s.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that, like, there are folks who are like, oh, no ads at all. I want my
You're old.
content."
How many of y'all grew up in the 90s in the chat? Just put 90
yeah.
or put 00.
What if they grew up in the 80s or the 70s?
70, 80, 70. Well, that'd be so. Wow, you're old. Like, if, I swear to God, if there's one person who comments 80s, I'd be like, I could have sworn you were younger than me.
No, Dusty's in the chat. Okay.
Well, I'd give him 1976. So.
There you go. See, you got some O's.
2000s for me. 2000s. They were born after Jurassic Park.
I grew up in the 70s, fool.
Babies.
There's nothing wrong.
See, like,
with
at what point? Oh gosh, it's gonna.
as long as it's not malicious. I'm sorry, that's what I was gonna say. As long as it's not malicious, like advertising, looking for like people to prey on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. 2000.
Like, what
2000.
to not like start a war, but like genuinely curious. What year is like the cutoff year for you to be a 90s kid? Like, you have to be born in like 92.
No, a 90s kid. Like, do you mean like just be a
Like
90s?
you enjoyed the media. You can.
Oh,
enjoy the
well,
media
yeah.
from the
Well, you
90s.
can. I'd say like
Like
cut off
92,
date.
I
Probably
feel like
like
you have to be.
to me like a kid. All right, so it's like it's baby, toddler, child, kid.
Yeah.
Then
Like
preteen, so.
from 3 onward, you're like a toddler.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
because like it's just like every time I think of 3 for some reason,
Like I would
comes
see
into my head.
like 3 to 5 is like the toddler years, and then like 6 on to like 12 is like you're a kid.
As child.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, like I say, like to me, like kid is, I say 8. Like, wait, how old was TK in Digimon? That'll be my reference. Yeah, TK is a kid. Yeah, TK was 8. Okay, TK was 8 years old. So like to me, that he was the youngest Digidestined. So that's when you're a kid. Where a kid can be a kid. Starting college in the 90s works for me. You need to grow up as a kid in the 90s.
Yeah, 6 to 12. Yeah, that sounds like a kid to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got another super chat here from Dusky Pigeon. Best/worst cartoon/anime opening theme.
Best/worst.
Yeah, best and worst.
Anime or cartoon.
One recent one I really love is the Mao Mao theme. The Mao Mao theme's great.
Please watch that show.
It's such a good show.
It's really good.
May I call you Curtis?
Yeah.
I've rewatched that scene so many times.
I legitimately think because like everyone always says like Batman the animated series and Batman Beyond, like we know those are good. So like aside from those, like I think Beetlejuice is honestly one of the best.
It's really good. Yeah.
The first intro before they like got lazy
hard.
with it.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. No, I'm not gonna say
anime,
that.
dude. I don't know. Pick your poison. Like
Makes
all
you
this
dumb away.
anime intros are good.
I
I like them. It's not the best. I like it a lot though.
Lucky Star.
Yeah.
Lucky Star is really good.
That intro so much.
On a guy
At this
myself.
Man, yeah. Best anime intro.
Oh, I love the Watamote intro.
Guy.
The Watamote
Yeah.
intro is great.
One
Punch Man.
What?
One Punch Man.
Yeah, One Punch Man is great, but that's like obvious choice, so I didn't want to go.
I mean, I'll be like mega basic, like freaking the what is the English name? I don't want to be a weeb.
What, the Naruto intro?
No.
One of them?
Attack on Titan season 1.
Yeah.
The intro is ridiculously good.
Yeah.
Look,
So,
the ultimate anime intro is the Dragon Ball GT rap. Step into the Grand Tour, Dragon Ball GT!
Don't you mean the One Piece intro?
Actually,
One Piece rap.
Yeah.
One Piece rap is good.
now that you reminded me, the English Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball 1
Yeah.
intro, I actually like that one a lot.
What, the classic one?
Yeah.
Like the original, like, don't stop till you got 'em all, the 7 magic draws. It's only gonna do to have your wish come true. That's the original. You mean that one or the...
No, the
No.
from
Come
Wanna
on,
Make-
Dragon Ball.
right?
You can find them all.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Second-
That one's
yeah, that's
good.
the second one. Yeah.
The chords at the end of that song are like godlike. I'm like, why are these chords so good?
I'm on the way.
What's a bad intro though?
Flapjack, whatever that stupid Dragon Boy chum chum shit.
Dragon Ball
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
That shit was awful.
What
What
is an intro that annoyed me as a kid?
I don't know. We're not you.
Right.
I don't know. It might have annoyed you too. Shut up.
An intro that annoyed me. Oh,
Anime intros that are bad. Ooh, I don't know, man.
I don't watch intros
Or
anymore
cartoon
'cause they
intros that
spoil
are bad.
shit.
I skip anime intros a lot. Yeah. I don't know. What anime intro that's bad. There's some ones that are like mad generic, like so boringly generic. I honestly thought that the 7 Deadly Sins, the first opening, I was like, this is like phoning in an anime intro. Like,
Right. Yeah.
a
Yeah. It
basic
was.
fucking anime song.
I mean, I'm watching Dr. Stone right now. I am not crazy about the intro. It's like do like the way that starts.
Yeah.
Anime usually has pretty decent intros, I guess.
We are
But
the
ugly
Martians.
Martians, yeah.
Ugly Martians.
Yeah.
We don't want to go to war. I want to fuck 'em.
Oh, I lied. Although I love Beetlejuice, I'm just a sucker for this intro, which is the Chalk Zone intro. That guitar.
Ruby's got that
solo.
yeah, he did the
That guitar solo
Yeah,
is so. That guitar it goes so hard. I'm like, they have no reason to go that hard in a children's cartoon.
Ruby's got the child.
Like all of that.
Yeah.
This shit is awesome.
Rosie O'Donnell voiced the character.
Yeah. Rody!
Rudy, get the chalk.
Rowdy.
I'm gonna say the German Naruto opening,
Who
which
is-
is bad.
What?
Parasite has a fantastic intro. That's actually why I listened to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, because of that intro.
You know what?
what?
You know what intro I just got reminded of? So
Uh-huh.
My Little Pony's intro is like, eh. But the Italian intro is amazing.
It's so good.
Yeah.
What about the Japanese one? The Japanese.
Yeah.
What, Dakara, hi. I forget what the words are.
I don't
already.
know.
Kagai iteru, kono kisetsu ni Munega, Odoru no. Yeah, that one.
All
It's alright.
right, moving on to the next super chat from Editman RGG2. Old/underrated movies and games that you want to get a sequel or remaster that you wanted to get a sequel or remaster for years.
Well, he said
Ooh.
movie,
Yeah,
underrated games or movie.
yeah.
I can say Dark Cloud 2 or Dark Cloud 3, but I feel like I've gone.
Yeah.
I feel like I've said it enough times. So
But you can also get a remaster for it.
Trick or Treat.
I don't need a remaster for that. Trick or Treat, what is
Yeah,
that?
Trick or Treat
Oh, yeah.
needs a
Oh, the
fucking
movie.
sequel. That is
Yeah,
a good
it would
movie.
be great because it's like an anthology film, so
Exactly.
you could just do something.
So
different.
it's just like,
Yeah,
yeah, you could bring in more monsters and creatures.
yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Is The Lion King underrated?
Lion King's got two amazing sequels. Thank you very much. So,
I don't believe you.
well, it does. So go look at the mirror, my friend.
That is like the thing we'll forever disagree on.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, sorry.
Anytime it comes up, we're like, and you're like,
I mean, I think it is. Every time.
I feel like movies, I don't have an answer, but games. An underrated game that needs a sequel?
War of the
or a
Monsters.
remaster. Like there's
War of the Monsters.
yeah, there are certain ones where
Ah.
like they're not available anywhere. We need like
Right.
a remaster of it or something.
See, the problem is that the ones I want to remaster for, they're not underrated. Like, freaking, I would take F-Zero GX. I would take Chrono Trigger. Neither of those are underrated.
Yeah.
So War of the Monsters for me then, because that was a fun.
Yeah,
fun
that was a fun game.
I
Endless
liked it.
Ocean. I want a sequel.
No.
Oh, Jaws Unleashed. That
Yes.
shit was fun as fuck. That needs to be like.
Though
remade.
there is that one game coming out, like they call it like a shark PG.
Oh, whatever. It's not Jaws. I want to be Bruce and fucking rip
Yeah.
people up again. That was so much fun. God, you know what was also fun? The Lost World video game where you were a T-Rex.
Yeah.
And you could like just rip people apart. Oh my god, they need to do that again. I'm tired of being humans in these games. Oh, what was that? Alien vs Predator Extinction. That needs a reboot. That was like where it was like pretty much
Oh, you know what? Since like they're doing Resident Evil remakes and stuff, do it for Dino Crisis. That'd be amazing.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Since Jack said Alien, that reminded me. Alien Hominid. That is like a really good game. I would
yeah.
like to see it. Like a sequel? That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That game is very hard, by the way.
So it'd be remade with
Next super chat here from Lemaniac89 saying new Pippi Longstocking movie coming. Opinion? What?
What?
Oh, Katie's got a new movie? Okay.
Right.
Oh my god, it does look like Katie.
That's what I always say to her. Like I always tell her, it's like you're either Wendy or Pippi Longstocking. So that's what I always tell her.
I didn't know. My opinion is I didn't know.
It's a Swedish thing. Yeah.
Oh.
Bork, bork, bork. Yes. I'm sorry, that's so racist. I apologize.
From Dusky Pigeon again. Favorite/most intense animated fight scenes. Ooh, most
Favorites
intense.
is most intense animated fight scene. I mean, like if you use like One Punch Man's got a bunch, Naruto's got a bunch, or I don't want like stuff that's basic. I want to use something.
I'm gonna use my basic. I really think that Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki fight was just like ridiculously well done. So
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was really good. Let me see.
Twilight versus Tyrek. Somebody said in the chat. Yeah.
Twilight versus Tyrek was hype. That was hype.
It was too short though.
Yeah, it needed to be like extra 10 minutes longer.
Oh, I couldn't see it because I have Tyrek blocked on my. Nice. I'm not getting nothing spoiled.
Good.
Not today.
Only one more week. Or actually,
Yeah.
5 more days. 5 more
Oh,
days.
Damn.
5 more
Yeah.
days until Ponies is over forever.
I'm so sad.
Yeah, it's gonna be heartbreaking. Y'all gotta watch it that Saturday.
Katie's not gonna be around on
Oh
Saturday.
shit!
right?
Yeah, she's always gonna be busy.
Yeah. Do you want to wait for Katie or watch it?
Yeah, of course we're
Yeah.
gonna wait for Katie.
Yeah, the one to slap in the face would be like, yeah, I'm waiting for you all these weeks, but I'm gonna watch the finale without you though.
Yeah.
Bye.
Let's see.
I'm trying to think of fight scenes, but I can't really think of any.
No,
right
there's
now.
a lot of fight scenes I can think of. It's just you like, for instance, you could do like the Boros
Yeah.
or.
I was trying to think of things that weren't anime.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no. Oh my god.
I thought it was fun with the mecha fight in Gravity Falls with the music playing with it.
Oh yeah, that was good with the rock version.
Yeah.
And best animated fights. Oh my god. So many to choose from. Oh, there's one. Oh shit, that thing from Demon Slayer. Oh, I can't say it because you guys haven't caught it, but like, oh, there's a fight in Demon Slayer. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Chef's fucking kiss. That shit was insane. All right. Oh my god. Yeah. For the people in chat, you know what I'm talking about. So it's just like, yeah. Oh.
I was reading chat, and I know we were still on this question, and I saw John say Equestria Girls, but I didn't like read the rest of his sentence. I was like, what? Fight? I was like, dang, I missed something?
From Malik Webster, $5 super chat, saying favorite Guitar Hero game. I like the first one, 3 and Metallica. 3 was the first one I ever played. But I do really like the Metallica one.
Definitely 2. 2 is my favorite.
Yeah, 2 is really good too.
I've never played Guitar Hero. I need to play one.
Yeah, I think 3 would probably be my favorite for nostalgia since like that was the first one I ever played. And also from Malik Webster, thoughts on I Lost My Body from Netflix. I have not seen that.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it, I'm sorry. I lost my body.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
what is
did?
that
I'm
about?
sorry.
I know, right?
The way you just said that was just like, oh, it's just like it sounded like you were actually making a statement. It was just like,
Oh, it's animated. Is it a
Sounds like it.
film?
oh, so all 4 of us.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah, this is one of the things I was planning on. Is this French? Is it the one I'm thinking of? Because I think I planned on
It
watching
might be.
it. I believe this is a French. Oh yeah, those are some hella French names. Yeah. I had this one on my radar. I just didn't remember its name, but I have it in my text formatting Discord chat where I just post things for me.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
comes
I
out
wanted
on
to get
the
to
on the
that.
15th here.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks really interesting. I'm interested in it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
love
it comes
me
out the
some
same
French
day as
animation.
Klaus.
Damn, what a good day for animation.
Yeah.
Well,
For 2D
hopefully.
animation.
We don't. Yes, for 2D specifically.
All right, next thing, super chat from Enigma Prince. With PlayStation Now having crossplay for their games, what games do you really want to see and not see crossplayed with other systems? So crossplay means like you can play with people that are on other platforms. Like if your friend is playing on Xbox.
What?
Yeah, if your friend is playing on Xbox or PC or whatever, you can play with them on the same
Dude!
game. Yeah.
Dude, I wish that shit existed when I was like in
Yeah.
6th grade.
The
Oh
thing,
my god!
because the thing is, like, you know, like Nintendo and Microsoft and like you know, PC in general, have been like good about crossplay, but Sony has been reluctant for some reason. So now they're actually allowing it in a lot of the games, so that is good.
The answer is Monster Hunter. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So you don't want to play with the filthy casuals on other systems?
I mean, I'm not trying to be like egotistical or anything, but when I play Monster Hunter with anyone,
Hero is
when I play Monster Hunter with anyone, then everyone's a casual because I'm the best at Monster
Yeah.
He's literally.
Do you think people playing Monster Hunter World on Xbox are the worst at Monster Hunter?
Man, there are some people I watch play Monster Hunter. I'm like, where did you learn to play this game? Like,
you know it's so weird that they released like Kingdom Hearts 3 on Xbox when it's like you didn't even put the compilation on Xbox. Why are you releasing it on here?
Yeah, I'm such a dick in Monster Hunter. Like, you're playing WoW with me, do not play Monster Hunter with me. I'm such an asshole.
Yeah, I've played Try and that's it.
Hero's that one
I'm so
guy who's like,
such an
oh, let's have a
elitist.
fun game. Let's have a fun game. And then like So happy. Like,
Yeah,
you must have
that
lost
one
your
video.
damn mind. Yeah, you must have lost your damn mind.
No, you like an attack. I'm like, you really should have super jumped that. I'm like, look, now you died. Good job. Well, I'm going. Like, you don't want to play with me.
Yeah.
All right, Dusky Pigeon asking best/fave cartoon, anime, video game, OST. That's a OST like for all of those.
Binge.
Yeah, to
Ooh.
binge.
Doom soundtrack. Doom, Mick Gordon's Doom soundtrack and the Killer Instinct Mick Gordon soundtracks. Those are so like, oh my god, like I don't care who you are in the chat. If any of y'all work out, you haven't had a proper workout unless you've listened to a Mick Gordon track from Killer Instinct or Doom. That is your assignment next time you go to the gym workout. You have to listen to one of those tracks. I recommend Rip and Tear and Back to Rise. So yeah.
EFG, man. Hopefully, you can channel the same energy from the first game for Doom Eternal, which is, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's
It comes out next month.
Oh yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Should have came out this month. This would be a perfect time. Demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You're not wrong, yeah.
Agreed, actually.
November, I'm trying to eat turkey. I don't care about demons.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's the middle
Rip-and-tear
child.
turkey.
For video game, honestly,
Right, Jax.
honestly, Maple Story. As much as that game is not actually even that good, Maple Story has a fantastic freaking back. So
For video games, Nier Automata. The soundtrack is amazing. For anime, right after I finished watching it with Hero, the Made in Abyss soundtrack, I listened to that
we
on
binged that.
yeah, I listened to that on
Exactly.
loop for a while.
It's not to binge. I'm kind of bending the question a little bit, but we did have I think I've talked about this before, but we did like have something in like just in us talking privately in Discord where like, hey, let's like write down our top 10 like soundtracks and like
Share them.
talk to each other about them.
Yeah.
And that was really cool. We should have done that on the stream, like Saber said. But,
Yeah.
Saber,
We should do that at some point.
We still do it anyway, right?
Yeah.
I forgot what you guys said. But Saber introduced me. I have never played Ace Combat at all. But Saber was like, this is like one of my favorite songs ever. And I was like, Ace Combat, okay. And then it started playing, and I like almost cried. I was like, this is a beautiful song. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I forget what
imagine
it's called though. But...
it's called Megalith. It's imagine like going through the entire game with this really cool like almost Top Gun-esque soundtrack. Not Top Gun, it's like heavy metal or like, rock and roll. I'm sorry, but like it's not orchestral. It's not orchestral until the very end. Then it hits you with that shit with a bunch of meteors falling out of the sky. It's like, what the fuck's going on? Ah!
Yeah. Some big like chorus singing.
Oh!
Like, the angels are attacking or something. I was like, oh my god.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's very good. For what was the last one? Video games,
Cartoon.
anime, and cartoon OST. Hey Arnold, easily.
Yeah.
But that's because I like jazz. Hey Arnold's the reason I like jazz. So well.
Yeah, I don't know. Was like my first like introduction to like jazz on the regular. It was good.
I don't know about cartoon. I am trying to think of one. But anyway, if I think of one, I'll mention it. Malik Webster again. Thank you for the super chats. Favorite movie tie-in game? I'm partial to the SpongeBob movie game, Shark Tale, and Transformers 07 movie game.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man 2 easily. Spider-Man 2, the video game is
Spider-Man 2. Oh yeah, that one. Oh my
Amazing
god.
game. That is an
One
amazing game.
one movie tie-in game I actually really liked was the King Kong tie-in game.
Oh, that was a fun game. Where you
Yeah.
got to be Kong and then,
Yeah.
like, you could do the first-person shooter.
Yeah,
And
and like
like-
shoot raptors and stuff. Yeah.
Oh god, and then you had to like hide in the grass and like you would stab like a bug and then throw it over and distract them and they like eat it and they like, oh god, that was such a fun game to play.
Yeah,
That was a fun game. Oh yeah. Oh, they don't do movie tie-in games anymore.
No, because they use apps.
Nearly as much.
Yeah.
Because they release
Yes,
apps
like-
now. It's cheaper.
Yeah, you know what? Another good movie tie-in game, but the movie was shit. Was fucking Wolverine X-Men Origins. The Wolverine X-Men
I
game.
heard that was good.
That was a fucking fun game. Like you could do violent shit. Like there's one scene where Wolverine like grabs this guy, impales him with his like claws, and then just sticks his head into helicopter blades, and you like see the blood and brains go everywhere. I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. I love this. Yeah.
One movie tie-in game that is not available anymore. Hope somebody does something to Scott Pilgrim, the beat 'em up. Yeah.
And the soundtrack is made by Anna Monoguchi, and it's amazing.
Oh, you brought up a very good point, Hollow Man. I played this all the time. My friends, Lord of the Rings games. Lord of the Rings games. I fucking love those games. Two Towers and Return of the King, fucking amazing. Like
Dude,
those games. Oh god.
They were hard at the end.
Yeah, exactly. When you had to like fight the freaking like ring wraith on the dragon and team up, and it was just like, oh my god, that was.
Gandalf was OP. Gandalf had like an ability where you do an AOE smackdown, like fucking OP.
Well, no, because you remember like you could like make yourself like super OP because like all you had to do was get mithril arrows, and those things would just like they once they stick in, they'll burn you to death. Like it doesn't matter. They're like freaking that Naruto ability. Like once you're hit with that fire, you're not gonna die. It's not going out. You're gonna
Actually, you're right, dude. We should play that again during New Year's.
Dude, we should.
One
Return of the King.
One actually.
I got both, bro.
One.
Yes. I got both. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt you, but
no, that's good. I'm happy. Oh, you are so fucking. I'm sorry, Pele. Can I say this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Revenge of the Sith, the video game, was fucking amazing. The fucking Revenge of the Sith, where you could like force choke people, and then you could like bring them in and like fight and do all that. Oh my god, Revenge of the Sith, the video game, was such a great game. Makes it a movie. Yeah.
Would Battlefront count, or is that not really?
No, I wouldn't say Battlefront.
What?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Wait, here.
Yeah,
okay. So I was gonna say.
I was gonna say something too, but you were trying to say something.
Yeah. So, one recent tie-in game, by recent I mean like 4 years ago, the Mad Max game. I played a little bit of it because it actually came out a little bit later after the movie, but it was the same year. But it's I played a little bit of it and it's like it's really good from what I played.
So.
Yeah, I know. I bought it for you. Still haven't played it.
You sick motherfucker.
Yeah, as they all were talking about Star Wars, I'm not even like that into Star Wars like that, but Knights of the Old Republic is a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not a tie-in. But yeah.
It's not a tie. Yeah, right. I was like Star Wars and close enough.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Let's go to Twitter here. I have the Twitter people waiting.
I asked my question 5 minutes ago.
Wow.
I love you, chat. You're amazing. 2015 was 15
All right,
years
Nathaniel.
ago.
Nathaniel Foga asking, what do you guys believe is the most underrated Halloween candy out there? Isn't all candy Halloween candy?
Yeah, if you're not a bitch.
Isn't
Yeah,
all
okay.
I mean, like,
honestly,
if I got double going on Halloween, then that's the best candy. Like,
you know what?
For those things.
For me, personally, I don't know. I guess this is something with my family because my mom said it happened to grandpa. Granddad too. But like, when I was a kid, I really hated candy corn just because it tastes like wax. But like now, I guess I finally bit into it, and I was like, oh shit, this is just sugar, and I just like it made me turn into a monster. Like that's something that happens in my family's bloodline. Apparently, for like we hate it as children, but as adults we like it. So I like candy corn.
I haven't tried it in a while, so I have no idea. But
It's one of those things where like if you don't bite into it, it just tastes like candle. It's just like you're putting candle wax in your mouth. But then when you bite into it, it's just like sugary. So for me, I like it.
Tootsie Rolls suck, and they always will suck to me. I'm sorry, they're just
Tootsie
bad.
Rolls?
Yep.
Yeah,
There's
they're like average.
Not average.
What about Tootsie Pops?
I hate the pops that have things in the center. I'm like, can I just have the pop?
I hate Tootsie Pops, but I love the bubblegum ones.
The
Yeah.
Blow Pops.
Blow Pops, yeah.
I hate it.
I hate
I
those.
just want a lollipop.
I hate liquid lollipops. Those things are bitter as fuck. Ugh, those are
Oh.
nasty. I still remind of my tongue.
People brought like gushers. Like I have always hated gushers. Actually, I think those things are nasty as hell.
I don't. Yeah, when you bite into. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smarties are so.
I just wanted my head to
Smarties are like-
turn into a giant fruit when I ate them.
Whenever I got Smarties, I felt like gypped. I was like, "This is what you got, Smarties? Really?"
Don't hate on
I used to
Smarties.
Can't feel like a crackle my way or something. Like,
Here's a question for you guys. Do y'all ever like obsess over a certain type of candy for a bit?
I did. Yeah, I did. When I was a kid, I really liked those Pop Rocks things because like of the soda when you like put the soda in your mouth and it just blew. But then like my mom told me like that whole urban legend, like if you keep doing that, your stomach would explode. And then she showed me that scene from Urban Legends, and then I like stopped doing it, and then I got scared, and then I haven't done it
Thanks,
since.
parents. Thanks, parental figures.
No, my mom horrified me. Well, I remember I was like, I remember that I was like 4 years old. And you remember those Gusher commercials where like you eat them, your fucking face like sucks up or something like that?
Yeah.
Like my parent was like, if you do that, that actually happens. Like what? And then my uncle like started chewing it. I was like, no, don't. And I was crying in the store like, don't eat it. Don't eat it.
Dude, I was a massive dork where every so often I take on a new identity, like something I'm about, where I'm like, yeah, I'm the sweet tart guy, or yeah, I like Sprite Zero, or
So you're like chocolate boy, but with different things.
It's very ADD of me, and I think I only did it for like a week or two for certain things. But like, I remember I was like, yeah, I'm all about Crunch Bars.
Who's about Crunch Bars?
Dude,
like,
Crunch Bars with caramel were fucking bomb.
I ate Crunch Bars a lot as a kid.
Crunch Bars with caramel. Crunch Fuck, so good.
I'm gonna have to. People are reminding me. I see people like these, and I just have to say that I hate. It's like actually probably my least favorite candy on the planet. And my father.
I know what you're gonna say.
That is Twizzlers.
Yes.
Oh, I thought for a second you were about to say Reese's Cups, and I was about to look at you like.
But yeah, Twizzlers are just
nasty.
plastic. Twizzlers,
I know
eating a
people
Twizzler
like
is like eating plastic.
I know people like them. More power to you. I hate them.
Real talk, you guys have convinced me on that front. I had one recently, and I'm like, they're right.
Yeah, it's just like eating eating soft plastic. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
But one underrated candy I'll actually say are dark chocolate Milky Way bars. Not the regular Milky Way bars. The regular Milky Way bars suck. Like the dark chocolate ones are great.
Get out of American Milky Ways.
Yeah. The dark
Wonder Ball.
Yeah, they're like it's
Wonder
like
Ball.
But yeah.
Why Wonder?
What's in a Wonder Ball?
Yeah, get like a midnight Milky Way, and yeah, it's much better than the originals. Yeah.
Ooh, Laffy Taffy. No. Oh, I had an Airhead recently because my boss gave me one. I was like, these are not good.
I used to eat those as a kid too.
I love the orange. Yeah, the only ones I can eat. The orange one. Yeah, those did
you ever?
When you said, God, my tongue got singed.
So
here's
a couple of candies that like I remember eating as a kid, and then I look back and I was like, why did I eat this? Pixie Sticks and Fun Dip.
Oh yeah. Oh. I like enter like a new reality when I ever eat those. They burn my tongue so much. I feel like I'm like in a sugar land or something. It's really bizarre.
A little off topic, but like speaking of weird kid stuff, did you guys ever do the ice cube salt stuff?
Well, where you burn, you give yourself a chemical burn.
Yeah, my classmates used to do that, and I'm like, y'all are stupid. Like that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I don't get people like do that. Like we did do that. Like, well, we were stupid and we watched A Christmas Story. The tongue stuck to the pole thing, and that was like
I did that to my freezer. I was like a freshman in high school. And I tried that.
Yeah, oh my god! I remember my dad.
It worked.
Oh god, my dad was the one who was always no, because he did that when he was a kid, and so every time someone did that or had that injury, he would cringe so bad, oh fuck, and he
It's a simple fix. All you gotta do is just run hot water. Done.
But you rip the skin off your tongue.
No, hot water will take it right off.
Yeah, you're saying like this.
Yeah, but the hot water will melt the ice nearby. Your tongue will just come off on its own. I'm saying I agree with without hot water. Yes, you're right. You're gonna rip your tongue. It's gonna hurt. No,
I'm saying when you originally if you didn't have the hot water. Yeah, it's just like that, and you pulled it off, and you fucked your tongue up. But you have hot water.
The bell rang.
The bell rang.
All right, let's move on to
candy I like is sour Skittles. Go ahead. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, I do like sour Skittles. The sour Skittles is the right amount of sour.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, until you start cutting your cheeks up.
Those things rip your mouth out.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead. Move.
All right, so. Next question from Evil Bun. What is your most embarrassing moment from a convention?
No.
Going to a company convention.
No.
No, I'm joking.
What did you say?
Terrible. It's like going to a My Little Pony convention. But yeah, it's right.
I know
love my
I know
ponies.
Sabers with some encounters he's had with some popular people in the industry.
Yeah, I made a fool of myself in front of Lauren Faust. That was interesting.
Yeah.
But she's cool. And then Bonnie.
Yeah.
Lord.
I don't think I've ever had an embarrassing moment at a con. I actually don't think so. Huh.
I'm going to definitely have one here soon.
Yeah, right. Yeah, upcoming con, gotta slip and fall on my head or something.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I legit can't think of one. Do you have one, Paleo?
I'm trying to think of
Embarrassed.
yeah.
It was, it was that one. I can't talk about it.
Oh no.
Was it for me?
Damn, I want to know.
I hope it's for me.
After the stream.
Is it my embarrassing moment?
No. Hero,
Oh, okay.
you haven't done anything embarrassing besides that one guy. It was just like that wasn't even embarrassing for you. It was just like that guy came up to you.
Oh, the guy who was like smile for me?
Yeah, that was one. But then there's another one I'm thinking of very clearly. But
Okay.
that's off
But
screen.
yeah, by the way, we're all going to Ponyville Cider Fest in Milwaukee. So yeah, that's at the end of the month. We're all gonna be there on Halloween.
Ooh, you can see me in my costume.
Well, now I definitely have to cosplay. Cool.
Yeah, you do.
But I'm gonna cosplay K Prime from KOF and no one knows who that is. Like maybe like one person.
Just
there
put
will be
a
like,
fucking
"Yo."
Applejack on his shirt and do it. Mm.
All right. Soundward says he's gonna be bringing us all stuff.
Oh, really? If he brings me some, thank you.
He'll make sure to make us feel uncomfortable. Oh,
Yeah, make us have an embarrassing moment.
yeah, right.
Another super chat here from Malik Webster. Thoughts on Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans? Yeah, me and Jax actually watched that.
Yeah, Hero was there too. Yeah, it was good. I thought it was a pretty good movie. In my opinion, there was stuff that I would have preferred. Like, I most definitely would have preferred if the art style was old art style, because like, it was very flash anime and there was very much
you
stuff
you
like
could
that.
tell that like the original Teen Titans, like, oh those are using like puppet rigs for the
yeah like that was pretty much my only complaint. I mean, for what it was, I enjoyed it and thought it was fun. Like, could they do more? Yeah, and like would like a series, yeah, but like, you know, for what it was, there were some parts though where I was like, okay, the OG Titans are acting a bit too goofy
Stupid,
here.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
how I felt. That kind of ruined it a little bit for me. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I stopped talking. I was like in a little bit of a grump mood. I was like,
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
I watched
'cause-
the entire thing, but like I
Yeah,
stopped
I
talking.
saw
like,
that
halfway
too.
through.
It looked pretty flat.
Mhm.
I was like, y'all could whoop these people's ass. Come on now, like.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. But I would say the whole thing at the end I did like with the
that.
that was
spoiler.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, exactly. That whole thing was pretty rad. Like, Godzilla ain't got shit.
Cartoon Network fanatic asking thoughts on the new Last of Us Part 2 trailers and its release date of February 21st of next year. It's funny because like Last of Us Part 2 is going to be the basically the swan song for the PS4, when you know the original Last of Us was a swan song for the PS3. Because like
what does the swan
like
song mean?
the PS huh?
What does that mean?
Swan song means like it's the last hurrah for something.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's my swan song, baby.
Yeah, I've never heard that one, but okay.
Sorry, that's from Big Mouth. I hate that shit.
Do you keep bringing it up?
I'm sorry. It's like no, because like me and Katie will like that shit at each other, and it's just like it's one of those shows like it's just that is so bad. But then there are some parts where it was like that was actually a really good lesson, and so you had to go fuck it up. Really, wow, just had to completely fuck it up. Can't stand up for you now.
Yeah, they're not doing so hot on Twitter today, that's for sure.
Oh, you mean that thing with the? I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That's all I need to know. My swan song, baby.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll play it. Evilbon asking, have you heard of Untitled Goose Game? I've played it and it is fun. Yeah, I'll play it at some point. I hear it's like a pretty short like experience, so I'll probably get it
That's cute.
when it's on sale or something. Let's see. Alexander on Twitter asking, what DC/Marvel comic characters would you want to get a more realistic dramatic movie? Also, which one would you want?
I said Germanic for a second.
Germanic.
Jojo
Also, which one would you want the opposite for? A zany over the wall movie, or off the wall movie?
Like Deadpool, the animated movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
So,
fun.
which one for a dramatic movie and which one for a zany movie?
I still heard Germanic.
Dramatic.
A dramatic.
Dramatic movie.
Honestly, God, I would love to see Spider-Man and Ant-Man team up and be just complete goofs. Like, let them have comedy.
That would be great. I'd like to see a zany Plastic Man movie. That'd be...
Yeah, Plastic Man would
Yeah.
be funny. Let's see.
I want to see a Super Scroll movie. Serious. Super Scroll's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be. They could go really dark with that too. So.
Yes.
Hollow Man says dramatic Condiment King movie.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
I want to see a zany.
I will relish
Justice
this
League.
time to catch up with you, Ben. You get out of here.
I think zany Justice League would be fun.
That's just the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, Pam S asking, with Abominable out with Abominable out there, any mythical/cryptid creatures that you would like to be interested in seeing a movie about,
Nessie.
other than ones that have already been made, like Son of Bigfoot or like
Nessie.
there's so many. But yeah, Nessie. There
Yeah.
was a short that played before the 2011 Winnie the Pooh that was 2D animated about like a little Nessie like trying to find her lock.
Her lock?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, her not. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Nessie cartoon, Disney.
Yeah, it's a really good short.
I saw a comic on Tumblr of like this one. I think it's like a Scottish creature where it's like this horse that lures people to the water, and when you touch it, your skin gets attached to it and it drags you underwater.
Oh,
That'd be
like
really
a
cool short
like
horror.
a what are they called?
Wendigo?
No,
Like,
Is
they
that
were
the
like
horses?
they were in DuckTales, in the
Yeah,
first
the
season.
horses. I forget what
Yeah.
they're called.
Are they Kelpies?
I think that one.
Yeah, or water
so,
kelpies. A name given to the shape-shifting water spirit inhabiting in the locks and pools of Scotland. It says you've been described as appearing as a horse, but is able to adopt human form.
That's just terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about like what classifies in this question, but like I think a movie on like a Leviathan would be super neat.
Yes.
Ooh,
There was
Leviathan
actually,
would be
man, there was this one like movie in development called Leviathan, and it looked super cool. But
Was it
I
a
think
horror
it's
movie?
just in development hell.
Was it
It
a
was like
horror
this
movie?
science fiction thing.
good.
But yeah, it looks super cool. I wish that it would get out of the development hell and actually become a movie.
Leviathan is just a cool word to say too.
Yeah.
You know what confuses me is like that shit was in the Bible.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Where they're like Leviathan, and they describe something that's like a law neck, and I'm like, what? Like, no, how? Like, that had to be a coincidence. Whatever.
All right. Nathaniel Foga asking most anticipated shows and movies of 2020 for
I
next
have to
year.
look it up.
Shows are coming out.
Yeah.
They should have released a
Yeah.
Vision movie that year.
The what?
They should have released a Vision movie.
Wow,
for
shut
Marvel
up.
That year.
Shut up.
Oh my god. The Simpsons, Bob's Burgers, Carmen San Diego, Steven Universe, SpongeBob SquarePants. Man, ones that were released in 2020. Come on now. Not ones that exist already. The Casa Grandes? What the hell is that?
Season 2 of Hilda
It's not
should come out.
Season 2 of Helga.
No, Hilda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Football head.
Football head. They finally made the Batakis a full show.
That
Oh. Nice. Go ahead. Sorry.
So Pixar's movies like Onward and Soul will be coming out. I think I'm more interested in Soul because that sounds more interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, that
so-
the Scooby movie comes out.
Lupin.
Goop.
Oh yeah, Lupin.
was
Yeah,
so
it looks
damn
great.
good. Oh my god.
Is that gonna be in like English though, or is it gonna be like?
I imagine it'll be dubbed. Yeah. That thing has
Yeah.
like really high traction.
That
in the
looks
US right now.
fantastic.
It's like easily the best 3D Japan has ever done. Like it's
Yeah.
almost no contest. It's not even almost. It's no contest. Between the Owl House and the Looney Tunes cartoons, I can't decide because like it's scratching two completely different itches.
Yeah.
The Looney Tunes cartoons look like old Looney Tunes cartoons, that's amazing.
And Lola
love
Bunny
that.
talks like Lola Bunny.
Is Lola in this one?
Well, what was the thing I showed you where she
Oh,
was like
yeah,
a
yeah,
mix
yeah.
of Space Jam Lola and the new
Oh shoot!
Looney
Was
Tunes
that
Lola?
was that the new shorts? Really?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, got another super chat here from Malik Webster. Favorite opening or ending of a long-running anime series like Naruto, Sao, Bleach, JoJo.
You mean like
That's
the
it.
opening episode or opening song?
Opening song.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, opening and ending. Saying it says Black Clover has the longest-running, consistently good ones.
Oh yeah, that's true. Black Clover's openings are really good. That's the thing for people who talk crap about Black Clover. Yeah, the show is hit or miss, huh? But it's like one of those things. But it's so true though. Like the openings for all of Black Clover things is just like, oh snap, that's kind of a banger. And I was like, oh shit, yeah. It's just like, oh, like they did it more in a row. Like I honestly, like for me again, like with My Hero Academia, I'm still stuck on. I only really like the first two openings, and the other ones are like, I mean, they're okay, but they don't like make me go, I'm active and save day. Like Black Clover is just like boom, 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 really good.
Probably the first opening of Naruto Shippuden. The come on, everybody stand up! I gotta kill Ichiban Ochikanda. That one, yeah, that one is. I love that opening.
Oh yeah, that reminds. Actually, ending wise, my favorite is a Naruto Shippuden ending. That one where he's sparring Rock Lee and Neji.
Yeah, I know you love that
one. I love that.
Yeah.
That is such a hype one.
But to be fair, although that Naruto Shippuden first opening is my favorite, I think Haruka Kanata, that one is probably the most nostalgic. Whenever I hear that, I'm like, yeah, boy, I'm watching Naruto.
Yeah, exactly.
One of these days, I'm gonna watch that show.
Literally, all you have to do is just play the fucking games. Like, if you just play 1 through 4, you've got the whole story right there.
Well,
That's
is
it.
the Rock Lee versus the Sandman fight the best fight?
The Sandman fight. I mean,
That
it's true, but he
definitely
shouldn't
one of
say
the best
it.
fights. Right. It's one of the best fights, but there are other really, really good
Yeah,
fights.
it's one of the best fights, but a lot of people like overhype it now. Where a point where it's
Mhm.
like, no, I will give it respect where it's due, but there's a lot of stuff where it's like, no, it's great. Yeah.
People
All
talking about Naruto openings now, and I want to go watch them all.
Exactly.
All right. From Major Mekazawa on Twitter, fondest memories with Adult Swim, and what do you think is the biggest difference between the 2000s era Adult Swim versus the 2010s era?
Well, like the 2000s era had that. It felt very much like a unity thing because like the characters would interact with each other. Like they would have like these whole things where they would do little bumpers and they'd be talking to each other. And they would also do these things where the characters would have these meetups like that whole New Year's thing we talked about.
Yeah.
Cartoon Clash, where it's like that. I generally do miss that because it was very Cartoon City-esque, and I just love seeing crossovers that they don't have to be a full special. They're just like little tiny things. They're just like two characters you enjoy watching in their universes, just interacting on their downtime. Like, so how you doing? Just working. Girls are at home. How's everything going with you? Oh, I just built a
Team was
lab.
really big into that shit though, which is great. Like, and also like the early 2000s in general were more experimental, and like I think Adult Swim was going through a bit of a renaissance during that time too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nowadays it just seems more like
It's very much just black screen
uniform
text. There you
Yeah.
go. Show black screen text, funny
Yeah.
like
when,
it's
when
smarmy
did they
text.
change? Did they changed that to that around? Let's see.
2000. I want to say 2005-ish or something like that. No, but, no, actually, because I remember like 2001 was the pool era where it was like all kids out of the pool. Then like around, I want to say 2002, 2003, that's when they added Futurama and Family Guy to this thing. And they had these like little things where they would show, they didn't have the pool era.
The black cards.
No, it wasn't the black cards. It was actually before the black cards because they would have like they put Futurama characters in them, and there was like one with Leela giving CPR to a guy, and he wakes up and he sees Leela gave him CPR, but he sees that she has one eye and he passes out again, and this is like Adult Swim. And they had like little creative bumpers like that. Also, they would have bumpers where characters would talk to you and be like, "Hey, be sure to watch this episode here." Yeah, because like remember when Family Guy. Like the big episode that everyone like the episode with the Jewish lawyer, like that was an episode that Fox wouldn't play, and so like they actually had Seth MacFarlane come in and record a bumper as Peter Griffin, like this is why you should watch it, which Fox wouldn't let us do, and then he just it felt so caring in that regard. Now it's very much like Saber said, just like uniform like thing, just boom boom boom.
I remember that promo. Now, Fox won't let us show this because we said some mean things about the Jewish people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it's just
that's crossing the line, Fox. Thank you.
But yeah, there's so much other stuff that they just allow.
Yeah. Also, Major Megazawa asking, it says, I really love Toon Clash and was wondering after the Adult Swim one if you guys have thought about doing brackets for Disney Channel / XD, MTV, Fox, Netflix, Toonami, certain anime studios, and other cartoons from various TV channels and streaming platforms. I mean, we have like a lot of different things we can do. Because after Adult Swim, we'll probably do something about Disney, but not just Disney Channel, like all the Disney stuff that they have done, because like their cartoons are scattered around different networks. So.
Yeah, because there's ABC and shit like that.
Yeah, like ABC, Disney Channel.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. Okay, Jolly Ronan asking, what's the biggest dip in quality you have seen a company / ongoing video game or show movie series?
Oh, don't make me say it.
Like, take for me. For me, it's amazing how DreamWorks went from Prince of Egypt to Boss Baby. Floors me every time I think about it.
I feel like if we say One Punch Man season 2, like, I mean, like,
well, it's not even the thing is like it's not even the same studio.
Yeah, exactly. It's like so same studio. Like, you know what I've always wondered? Why did, even though I did not care about this show at all, I just would watch it when it was on, and somehow I caught up on the entire thing just because I stayed up late. For American Dragon, Jake Long, why did the first season look so different than the second season? You know, like he looked like a big buff dragon in the first season.
Oh yeah, like, Pan actually has a video about that with
he does
for different reboots, like his top 10 like worst like reboot designs.
Well, didn't they do it because of like the one in the first season was more like an
American Dragon. That's the point.
But like I guess they wanted to make it more like a Chinese dragon. I don't know.
Why is the show called American Dragon?
Yeah,
because he's a Chinese dragon in America. I don't know.
This is stupid. That's dumb. He's the American Dragon.
From the J to the A to the K to the E to the L. I don't know.
I'm the biggest Mac Dragon in history. You heard?
It's me again.
We need more Asian cartoon characters with little strands of purple in their hair.
Shit, he did have a color in his hair.
Yeah. Oh, another super chat here from Malik Webster. Thoughts on the Wu-Tang Clan Hulu series?
What?
They ain't nothing to fuck with, man.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
I don't know what that is.
Wu-Tang, y'all!
Fuck, dude.
Oh, God. Remember when Paleo
that
was
fucking
like
video.
talking about that one guy, and he was just like, "Hey, can you help a brother out?" The way he said.
Yeah. I still have the gift that somebody made of that with you laughing at me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I was laughing at- yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Can you help a brother out?
Yeah. Ozzy all asking, or Ghoul's Ozzy now, since it's spooky month. Who's excited to see Primal? I am. I watched the first episode today. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
In a few hours.
Yeah,
when
we'll
it's on the TV.
we'll talk about it on the next podcast when all the episodes have been out. And also thoughts on the new trailer for Frozen 2. I haven't watched any more trailers because
I'm watching it.
I'm done with all the trailers. You sold me after that first. Like
Exactly,
after that first
tell
one,
them
I was
again.
like, you don't need to show me anymore. I'm good.
Right.
I'm satiated.
All right, and it's almost 11, so I'm gonna end on this question. Kefla Lover, asking, what's an underrated movie you've seen that needs more love? Blue Ruin. Blue Ruin is an excellent movie.
A movie that's underrated that needs more. I literally answered this earlier today on Twitter. There's this movie called Leslie Vernon Rise, like Behind the Mask, and basically it's about this guy who's a slasher, and in his world, like people like Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, and Freddy Krueger are real people, and they're like legendary things. And he goes about like talking about like all the tropes that slashers go through. He's like, you have no idea how much cardio I have to do because these kids are fucking booking it, and I got to make it look like I'm keeping up with them.
That's great.
And it's just like it's genius. It's called Leslie Vernon Behind the Mask, and basically it's this guy, and he's training to do with the suit, and he's like, look, all right. And then it's just like, look, I don't just wake up in the morning and say, oh, I'm going to go kill someone. And then like the person interviewing him is just like, well, I mean, a lot of you do that. Yeah, I know. But like, look, no, it's not just the main girl. She's got to have like a good, cast and crew. She got to have like a good like little team of people with her. And he's like talking about like, look, see, that one has a good group. That one would be fun over there, but she has no friends. So yeah, that's not fun. That's too easy. And then so he like really talks about, yeah, and it's like so genius how he talks about it. And he's like, this is what we put on. So like if we're ever shot or burned, this is how we can come back. And it's just like, it's so genius. I love this movie. It's such a great movie. And the people like follow him along, like, should we be watching him do this? It's just, this is just why.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it's such a great movie.
I'll have to watch that at some point. And also, Major Megazawa.
If you want to watch it, let me know. I will watch it.
Also, Major Megazawa in the chat said, Green Room. Yeah, Blue Ruin is from the same director. His I'm keeping an eye out on his movies because like his directing style is like really good. He makes like really tense scenes.
It's I guess it's underrated. Go watch Song of the Sea. What a beautiful freaking
Yeah, Song of
movie.
the Sea is amazing.
Please watch it.
Song of the Sea.
Yeah. Saber, do you have one?
So it's an underrated movie in general.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound weird, but I fucking adore Kung Fu Hustle. Like,
yeah, it's great.
Go check out Kung Fu Hustle. It's just like the first like this is stupid, and then you're like, no, this is stupid. I love it.
All right, and do we have
Jax
a super chat?
iPhone 11s.
Huh?
Jax has his iPhone 11.
Oh yeah, I do. It finally
with 3
works now.
cameras.
The 3 cameras. I want to get a thing with Schwarzenegger and like with his like Trigun like thing, like
that was amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you cut off. You cut off, and you said Arnold Schwarzenegger. So it cut off.
But
it sounded like Arnold. It cut off. And
he is.
Only the part.
and only the end part.
Yeah, so Arnold Schwarzenegger, you my brother.
Thank God Jax is black.
I'm a quarter white now.
Cancel up.
all right. So we got another super chat here from Daily18. So opinions on Nintendo Switch Online now that it's been 1 year after its implementation. It's lacking.
It sucks. I am probably not going to be subscribed.
Yeah, watch Arlo's video on it. He has a good take on it. He just released that today.
Not good. Like, why? What is the problem with the virtual console? Why can't they just do it? Like,
Yeah, or not even that. Like even just the service in general. Like, why are they not allowing cloud saves for games that need cloud saves?
Dumb question.
Cloud saves not for everything?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
not for
Japanese
everything.
thing? Like, do the Japanese have a lot of online play with their games?
Yeah, well,
or...
one thing that I've seen talked about is that the netcode is bad and that they're reluctant to use other companies' netcodes. They're like, oh no, we want to do it ourselves. Like, you can use it. So
interesting.
I don't know the finer details of it, but yeah, Nintendo can sometimes be like very reluctant with their online. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, we've been going on for a while now, so yeah.
Good episode.
Good, yeah.
Good job, boys.
Actually, wait. Yeah, I won't be here
On the
because
21st?
on the 21st, yeah, because I'm gonna be looking after Saber's dog.
28th?
The 28th, yeah. So the 28th will be the next one. Before we
Okay.
head to the convention. But yeah,
Are we making it spooky themed?
I guess so. It's gonna
We
be like
should. Let's all wear
it's
a
gonna be a few
costume.
days before Halloween. I do have a costume I can wear. I have a couple of costumes I can wear.
What's your cost? Oh, you can be the T-Rex.
Yeah, or a shark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit
The word
was one of the
spooky-
funniest moments ever.
That is, yeah, that is legitimately one of my favorite Bronies react moments. I rewound that shit like every. I just go back and watch that clip. Just, yeah.
What's that from? What's it from?
It's from Jaws. It's from Bronies
It's from
react.
Jaws.
No, which Brownie's react? Was it like
It was
the
a Halloween
It was
special.
the Halloween one for
Yeah,
Legend of
G3.
Legend of Everfree, I think.
Was
no,
it-
I wasn't
oh,
a G3
I'm
one.
sorry.
It was. I think it was Legend of Everfree. The
Legend of Everfree.
Yeah.
Bronies react.
That
That
was good.
I have a shark.
Yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, I forgot. Happy birthday to Hero.
Hero, happy birthday!
Yeah.
Birthday to Hero.
Yo, you're 1 year older.
37-year-old man.
Yo,
Nothing.
1 year older, 1 year wiser. Rock and roll star, King Czar, and a Kaiser. Room full of friends, mouth full of cake. Every present is for you, and it feels pretty great. You're the man of the hour, the VIP. Get the first slice of the PIE, but first blow out the candles and make a wish. Put a smile on, cause it's your birthday,
Suck my
bitch.
dick. Oh.
So yeah, everybody wish a happy
Hero,
birthday to Hirasashi.
Here, what's your birthday wish? What's your wish?
My wish is that I will beat a 20 in Sound Voltex within the next month,
Oh, I can't help you with
Please.
that. Good luck.
so I can quit the game.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see you on the 28th then. Bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.